begin to recite the Sutra. Somebody close the door. Okay, you will receive the Dharma Sutra. We are on chapter 10. So good evening, my dear friends. Today is August the 9th, 2017. Welcome to the night meditation and Dharma talks. How's everyone tonight? Good? Stay up. We have one more week of up. So tonight we continue on chapter 10. Last time we talked about chapter 9. So chapter 9 talk about the 4 stages of enlightenment. So whenever you get reach to the level of enlightenment, you should not attack to that level. So chapter 10 talk about the Bodhisattva level. So whenever we reach to the point of enlightenment, or the level of stage or the stage of enlightenment, we should not stay there. We should continue to practice until we achieve completely enlightenment. So all enlightenment during our practice is just temporary. All the peace, calm, the stillness is just temporary. Until you reach to the point that you achieve Buddhahood. So Buddhahood is complete enlightenment. If you are not that level of Buddhahood yet, then all those days you are still impermanent. So don't attach to your practice. Don't attach to your calm and peacefulness. So that's why we have a sutra we call complete enlightenment. I mean, just like a round circle. We just go 1/3, 1/4, or 3/3 way to go. Not completely there. Until you achieve completely enlightenment. So here the Buddha talk about a Bodhisattva path. A Bodhisattva path that they can reach certain enlightenment, and so they should not practice, and they should not attach to it, or should not abide to it. So Marcus, can you read the whole sutra on chapter 10?
Sure. The adornment of pure lands. The Buddha asked Subhuti, in ancient times, when the Tathagata practiced under Buddha Dipankara, did he attain anything? Subhuti answered, no, world-honored one. In ancient times, when the Tathagata was practicing under Buddha Dipankara, he did not attain anything. What do you think, Subhuti? Does a bodhisattva create a serene and beautiful Buddha field? No, honored one. Why? To create a serene and beautiful Buddha field is not in fact creating a serene and beautiful Buddha field. That is why it is called creating a serene and beautiful Buddha field. The Buddha said, so Subhuti, all the bodhisattva mahasattvas should give rise to a pure and clear intention in this spirit. When they give this rise to this intention, they should not rely on forms, sounds, smells, tastes, tactile objects, or objects of the mind. They should give rise to an intention with their minds not dwelling anywhere. Subhuti, if there were someone with a body as big as Mount Sumeru, would you say that his was a large body? Subhuti answered, yes, world honor one, very large. Why? What the Tathagata says is not a large body. That is known as a large body.
Okay, thank you. So this chapter 10 talk about adornment of pure land. That the Buddha said that as a Buddha in ancient time when the Tathagata practiced under the Buddha Dipankara, did he attain anything? So the Buddha asked himself, asked Buddha to his disciple, have he achieved during that time? So the Buddha Dipankara is the Buddha that called burning lamp, means the Buddha always have light. So this Buddha predict that Sakyamuni Buddha become this life Buddha. Because the Sakyamuni become Buddha, he's a sentient like us. And during that time, Sakyamuni, he practiced under one of the Buddha, is called Dipankara. So the Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha asked his disciple, have he achieved anything during that time? And Sakyamuni, very clever, that he said, no, we're all one. In ancient time, when Tathagata was practiced under the Buddha Dipankara, he did not attain anything. So that is the main teaching of Buddhism. So whatever stage, whatever you practice, you should not attain anything. If you say you attain something that you are not truly attain, it means you attain something but you are attached to it, you are abiding to it, that means you are truly not attaining. So attaining means you have to let go, right? So Tathagata have two meanings. It's also referred to the Sakyamuni Buddha. It's also referred to our Buddha nature. Because our Buddha nature, awakened mind, is already there. Then we have nothing to achieve. There's nothing we accomplish, right? Because it's part of you already. So that's why he talked about, have I achieved anything during the Buddha time? If the Buddha, Sakyamuni say he achieved something, means he still have ego, he still have attachment, he still have the four things that's life, living beings, the self, all that stuff, attachment. So that's why Sakyamuni, he able to answer the Buddha question, is that the Buddha himself did not achieve anything, right? So if Sakyamuni answer, if the Buddha achieved something, that means the Buddha actually not achieving, right? So this is the dialect about the language. If you attach to language, then you are in a trap of enlightenment. So that's why very clever Sakyamuni answer, straight, direct answer to the Buddha, that you have not achieved anything. If the Buddha say that the Buddha achieved something, means he still have what? Have this ego, this attachment, right? For example, if you come to meditation today and you have some kind of peace and calm and quiet, and you go home and show up your wife or your husband, oh, I have a peace, calm today during my meditation. That means what? That means you still attachment. You have this self, this ego. It's like, for example, if you go to school and you have an A, and you go home and show up your mom and dad, oh, I have an A today. Then you excitement, right? And then your mom and dad say, oh, wow, that's good. And then your ego what? Arise. You see that? So here, the Buddha wants us not to attach to anything that what we achieve.
There's some people that they went around the side. They don't come out. You're there.
Sticky answer. Sticky. So the next sentence we talk about what do you think does a Bodhisattva create any serene and beautiful Buddha feels? So after we enlightenment, we know the path, the ways, the method, we have to find a place to be able to share our enlightenment, our practice. So for example, we create this temple, right? We create this beautiful temple place for people to come here and to practice meditation. If you want to create a beautiful place, you have to do a lot of work, right? The monks and the lay people, they put time, effort, money to create environment that's peace and calm, so people come here and enjoy and feel the peace and calm, so they're able to practice. So the next question the Buddha asks, does a Bodhisattva create a serene or beautiful Buddha feel? And the Buddha say no, we're on one. Why? To create a serene and beautiful Buddha feel is not a fact. Create a serene and beautiful Buddha feel. That is why it's called creating a serene and beautiful Buddha feel. I mean, if you create a place, if you are attached to it, then you are not actually creating. If you create a temple for yourself, for your ego, then you are not actually creating. So here we talk about we create a place that we are not attached to this place. We just create this place to able to help other people come here, have a place to practice meditation, to realize their enlightenment. So if you are attached to this place, then you have still the ego, right? So do not attach to the place when you come here. If you attach to the place, then what? Then arise of ego. For example, if I live here, this is the monastery, I say this is my monastery, I still attachment, then I will cannot get enlightenment. So whatever you create in your life, your house, your car, whatever you have, you should not attach to it. If you attach to it, then you are not truly enlightenment. So that's why the Buddha say, have a Bodhisattva create a serene and beautiful Buddha field. And some Buddha say, no, they have not created anything. Actually, we're creating, but we are not attached to it, then we are creating. If you're creating and you are attached to it, actually you are not creating. You see that? So whatever you do, whatever you create, the place where people come and practice, you should not attach to it. Right? Because all this place will be impermanent. Today is beautiful, tomorrow, next 100 years ago, what? It's all tear down and all impermanent. So if you attach to this impermanent, then you are not truly enlightenment. So that's why the Buddha straight directly asks, do not attach to anything that you create. Even though you create big temple, big Buddha statue, whatever, you should not attach to it. If you attach to it, then your merit and your virtue will not very large, right? Very infinity. So that's why every Buddha, after their enlightenment, they create their own Pure Land. They create their own Pure Land, but they do not attach to it. Just like Amitabha Buddha, Ajidapha, Vietnamese we say Ajidapha. He had his Pure Land. He created this Pure Land for people who are able to come there and to practice, right? Because the Pure Lands help them, the environment, the place that help them, people beginner, or people advanced come there and practice, to continue to practice. So every Bodhisattva, Buddha, when they enlightenment, they create some kind of land or some kind of wonderful place for people to come there and practice. So you see there's a lot of temple around, right? Every temple have their different tradition, right? Because there's a lot of sentiment, a lot of people that need a place to practice. So you cannot just create one temple or one place. If you create one place, then not a lot of people will come. So you have to create this many cities, you have to create many places. So different people close to them, they come and practice easily, right? So that is this sentence talk about we should not attach to whatever we create or whatever we build. If you create something and we build something and we attach to it, that means you still have this ego. For example, if you have a wife and have children and then you have a house, if you attach to your wife, your children, your house, then you will be what? You will be suffering. This is my wife, this is my house, this is my children. So this I will arise, then you will be suffering. Even though you create your children, you marry your wife, you have wife, the house, you create the house, you bought the house with your money, but you're not attached to it. If you're not attached to it, then you have no suffering, right? If you are attached to it, then what? Then you will have a lot of suffering. It's like the Buddha example that the Buddha or Bodhisattva create their own temple, their own place, or parallel place for people to come and practice. So this is very essential for us to keep in mind that whatever we have is sooner or later will leave us. Doesn't matter how much house you bought, doesn't matter how much money you got. When you stop reading, all the money, all the house will go away. Go to your children or your wife or to the government, right? So all this will disappear. This will not bring with you. You cannot bring with you, right? All the money you create, all the house you create when you die, or you bought all the house, all the money, then when you die, it will not come with you. Only the two things come with you when you die: the good karma and the bad karma. Whatever you create this life, good karma, good stuff, those good stuff will go with you. Whatever bad thing you create, is go with you, right? So two things: bad karma or good karma. You cannot bring with your wife or your husband with you, right? For example, you die and you say, "Oh, husband, can you die with me?" And your husband say, "What? Yes, I wanted to die with you, or what?" No, you die, I'm living. I will have the kid, the money, right? And enjoy life. You see that? Wife and husband cannot go with you. Only your good karma or your bad karma go with you. So that's why it's very important that we create good karma, good stuff. So next life we will be a better person, a better life. So if you want to be a better life, better person next time, try to create this life a better one. So all your good karma, all your merit will bring with you to this life. So this, the second sentence talk about create something but not attach to it, right? Even this body, you should not attach to this body. Right? So the third sentence talk about the Buddha says, so Subhuti, all the Bodhisattva Mahasattva should give rise to a pure and clean intention in their spirit. When they give rise to this intention, they should not rely on form, sounds, smells, taste, tactile objects, or objects of mind. They should give rise to an intention with their minds not dwelling anywhere. So he talked about that whatever arises in your mind, you should not dwell in, you should not attach to it. Should not attach the form, like body, diamond ring, clothes, shoe, whatever, this form. You should not attach to it. The sound, any sound, music, good music, bad music, whatever sound arises, you heard, you should not attach to it. The third is smell, any smell you smell, do not attach to it. Or taste, right, taste, and you should not attach to it. The fifth one is tactile object. In any object, it's like all the things you have it, you should not attach to it. And the last is object of mind. Mean any image in your mind, you should not attach to it. For example, you sit meditation and then an image of a Buddha arises, and you say, "Oh, I see Buddha, I attach to Buddha," and what? And that's wrong. Or you sit in meditation and you see God. "Oh, I see God today, I'm so happy." That means you attach to it. So any object arises in your mind, good or bad, you should not attach to it, right? Just like in Zen Buddhism, we say, when you see the Buddha, you kill the Buddha. When you see the Mara, the demon, you kill the Mara. Mean any Buddha represents thought, good thought. Any thought arises, good thought arises, you should not attach to it. Mara represents bad thought. Any bad thought arises, you should not attach to it. You see that? So any object in your mind, we should drop it, let it go, don't hang on it, right? So that is the meditation method, that we should not dwell in, we should not abide in any object in our mind. Anybody attached to your object in your mind? For example, when we sit meditation, any good thought arrive when we are childhood. And then we always like to review that image. That means what? That you mean attachment, right? Like you have good time with your wife or your husband, and then that thought arises, you try to review. And then all your time meditation is what? You just follow the thought. You see that? And then those thoughts will cover your true nature, your true awakened mind. So any thought arises in your mind, try to let it go. Even good thought or bad thought, right? So that is the way not to attack anything arise. So here he talk about we should give a pure and clean mind, right? Any thought arise is called impure. If there's no thought arise, then pure mind. So pure mind is very important for us to practice during meditation. So we have a minute when we sit meditation, there's no thought. Because our thought goes so fast that we cannot catch up, right? But if you sit half an hour, there's a second or 2 seconds, there's no thought, right? Everybody have that in your meditation? So if you add up every time you meditate, it's a second or 2 seconds or 1 minute, 2 minutes with no thought, live with that, right? Because all the thought is like cloud, it's like illusion, it's come and go. And then you have to recognize any thought. The person who sees a thought, that is what we call awakening. But the person who follows the thought, chasing the thought, that's illusion. You see that? You sit meditation, you see thought, that's okay, that's good, right? Because you are awakened. If you are not awakened, then you will not see your thought. People say, complain, oh, Master, I see a lot of thought during my meditation. I say, that's good. In general, we don't see our thought. We just follow the thought and we chase the thought. We don't recognize the thought. So now we meditation that we see the thought. That's halfway already, 50% already. And the more you see the thought will become